Good.
Thanks.
Yeah. So when we look at our knee joint, we have a few things that are deep inside our knee joint. So we have, that's what your ACL looks like there.
Okay, yeah.
Your PCL is just the same thing, but kind of on the back side.
Right.
So those are your kind of two ligaments. And then this like white part, and you can see the blue's been drawn on a lot. This is kind of what our meniscus is. So it's like these little rubbery shock absorber type discs,
Okay.
essentially. I don't really know if we can 100% say it's this one or this one
Right.
per se, but what we think is going on from what your symptoms are, from how you've described the injury, especially over the last few years as well, is that you have a type of injury, and you can kind of see how people have tried to draw it in here.
Yeah.
This type of injury where this little C is essentially.
Mm-hmm.
What has happened is that little C is probably flipped inside the joint,
Oh, I see.
and it's actually causing it to kind of get jammed.
Right.
So it's not this big, but if it were to kind of be that chunk, it would look like that.
Right.
And it's kind of just jamming
Oh, I see.
and not letting that joint go into full extension.
Okay.
So that's kind of what we think is going on there.
Okay.
We just
all
need
good.
you to fill this out
You bet.
when you're done with Christina, and then I can do the rest later.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's what we kind of think is going on.
Okay.
On our examinations, we're pretty good at being able to pick up if there's any ligament injuries just based on moving the knee around with us.
Okay.
We're not so great at being able to pick up certain type of meniscus injuries, and this is unfortunately one of those ones that we kind of have to rely on. Just the way, again, that the way you're presenting, how much soreness you get when you're trying to fully straighten out and that sort of thing. So that's
Okay.
why the MRI is something that we want urgently done.
Okay.
Because it's going to be our gold standard of being able to pick up if this type of meniscus injury is truly there.
Right.
And if it's something that is actually displaced into the inside of that joint as well, which is actually stopping you from straightening
Yeah.
out. And because we don't want you to walk around so long on a bent knee, that's why everything kind of happens a little more urgently.
Good.
Because we kind of want to have this all sorted out as soon as we
Before
can.
it gets
type of thing.
worse. Okay.
Exactly.
And if this disappears in the long term, then I mean, are you going to get rubbing between these joints and long pain? and
Right.
things?